Hello everyone, good morning. I hope you're doing well on this December the 8th day of my 10-minute portrait sketch advent calendar, where every day we are sketching a face together, a 10-minute portrait sketch. I also did a bunch of sketching last night. I hosted a workshop and the replay will be up very soon. I enjoyed it. It felt like the people who were there enjoyed it too. And I'll show you the sketches I did because this week I'm going to be focusing on shadow shapes and looking at ways to simplify the portrait. And because we only have 10 minutes to draw together, so we're going to see what we can get done in that 10 minutes. And this is a fun practice. I'm enjoying it, and it's great to have so many of you along for the ride sketching together. And yesterday I sketched Neo, perhaps you did too, and the Canyo Film It challenge, which I don't know how long the challenge is going to go for, maybe this month, but people from the Canyo group have a Telegram group chat and they're sharing their sketches, and there are a bunch of people drawing from the Matrix. So the Oracle, Gloria Foster is the actor, is a wonderful character, and there are some really nice shadow shapes in this image, and that's what we're going to be drawing today. So Lisbeth says I need to watch this film. Christina is here, Marina is here, there are some more of you here. Please say hello in the live chat, and if you're watching the replay, say hello in the comments and tell me about your experience or lack of it with the Matrix, because it was pretty big for me back in the day, my final year of high school, I think. And so much about it was so cool and still is. So let's sketch, shall we? Here is Neo. It was fun with all the additional pictures in the background, and I'll just show you yesterday's sketches from the workshop. So it was focused on shadow shapes, and here are some 2-minute sketches, just trying to reduce it to 2 values, and the idea of this simplification and reduction as the potential foundation for putting more subtlety and complexity layering on top of. And right after this live stream, I'm going to finish editing the replay and upload it. So for those of you who are waiting for the replay, it's going to be up today and be able to draw along. And this also started super brief, and then I started adding some more shapes within shapes, which is something which excites me a lot. I really like looking at shapes in drawing. So that's what happened in the workshop, and let's see what's about to happen now. And if you want to join the upcoming 2 workshops, you can go to dylansara.com and get tickets. And also you'll be able to, if you want to, you can get a ticket to watch the replay of last night's, because it was really cool. Is anyone watching right now who was there yesterday? If so, let me know. Let's start sketching. 10 minutes with Gloria Foster as the Oracle. I'm going to use my parallel pen again, and maybe add a little bit of water to it to fill in some of the shadow side of the face. So I will set my timer for 5 minutes plus 5 minutes. That'll be 10 minutes all up. And I would love you chatting in the chat. Then I've got things to talk about. And let's do it. Let's sketch. It's Monday. And first, yeah, we'll see. I guess I'll do a week perhaps of these, like trying to focus more on shadow shapes. So that will be interesting. Kitty, hello. Yeah, if you haven't said hello yet in the chat, now's the time, or any time's the time. Please do. All right. I was thinking I could overlap into Neo's shape here. Then we'll kind of make the Oracle bigger in the foreground. I thought that could be kind of interesting. Yeah, so the scenes, the character of the Oracle, so great. I thought it was really interesting yesterday, and I was talking about it with Kira this morning, just thinking about the... go back and watch yesterday's if you haven't yet. But thinking about the Matrix in terms of like environmental challenges and societal and technological challenges which we face today. It was just kind of really interesting to frame or re-see the experience of the film, which for me back, what year was it even when it came out? Was that like 2000? Like I liked it so much, and it introduced me into some philosophical ideas, and also just in terms of the sci-fi element of it. Sci-fi is interesting as a genre, which is often dealing with like a dystopian kind of future vision where things have gone I guess at any time in history, past or future, there's always stuff going on. And I've just been thinking about the need for some... I don't know what I'm trying to say. So you can all say things too. Peter Sara is here. My father. Hello, Dad. Here's my dad, Peter. Everyone say hi, Dad. It's always fun chatting with Dad. Dad's a photographer. And it was interesting last night so I don't know, just kind of deviating away from this idea of ideas and stories for positive change, environmental awareness, how we can all help each other, and how we can help each other to realize our full potential. Maybe that's an interesting way to look at things. The Oracle is a character who helps Neo to realize or transcend his externally and self-imposed limitations. Perhaps that's a way of putting it. Maybe here we can help each other in a 10-minute drawing practice to figure some things out. Definitely, doing all this stuff is really helps me figure things out, and it's nice to have you here along for the ride. Dad is working on painting, so it was last year. My parents were over, and from a photo taken in Italy, Dad has been sharing his progress with me, and it's cool that you've got two versions of the same painting. One is like the test, the study, and the other one will be exciting to see what you take on from your study, Dad, and what becomes the final version. So it's really cool. Dad was over here, when was that? Like 12 years ago, and Dad's a photographer, gave me a masterclass in understanding lighting and image making, and I appreciate that a lot. Since then, I work a lot with the world of images and image making, and Dad also has a lifetime's experience of photography and image making and painting as well. That was 5 minutes. Another 5 minutes. The Matrix is a fulcrum that changed movies. It certainly did for me. All right, 5 minutes. Next 5 minutes. So far I'm getting these some of the dark distinctive shapes and lines. I'm needing to have a cough. what I wanted to do was focus on the shadow shapes. And I think I'll still be able to do that. Shadow shapes as a value shapes in a broader term, but thinking of the light side and the shadow side of the portrait here. It was really fun. I enjoyed it so much last night, the workshop, and just thinking about, talking about, articulating what it is about the interaction between light and shadow, which gives form and helps us to perceive and understand things. It's like, it's pretty amazing. And then how we choose to represent form, light and shadow in our portraits and drawings, and how that can give clarity and form to things. Which, just in terms of drawing or painting, but also beyond, into broader realms of understanding. And the idea of the interaction between light and shadow creating form, and is a pretty foundational, fundamental way of understanding things. So having a reference which has really clear shadow shapes and a wonderful contrast is such a gift, because it really helps to define the form and understand what we're seeing and how we're drawing, and figuring out how to represent those different things is a fun challenge. All right, so 2 minutes 20 left. Just filling in the hair. I was like, if I just fill in that shape, maybe the the pen is not the most efficient way to do it. Hello, Monica. So I'm going to be courageous and get a big brush with some ink. So this is not my diluted ink. This is straight from the jar of Pelican Brilliant Black ink. This is the same ink I'm using in the pen. It's water soluble, so I'll be able to borrow some of the ink with my water brush. Because the shadow shape and the skin tone I don't want quite as dark as the hair. So there's a big block, and hey Yuka, it's been so cool seeing your drawings as well. Everyone who's sharing their drawings on the Discord server, I really love seeing them. So if you're like posting on Instagram, that's amazing. And there's also the Discord server. The link in the description should lead you there, because it's a cozy place where people have been sharing their sketches from the daily drawing practice. And yeah, it's really, really nice to see the work everyone's sharing there. So thank you to everyone who's drawing along and posting there. And if you're posting on Instagram, I'd love you to tag me. Would love to see your work. That was it. That was the 10-minute timer. So just plan this out with enough time to fill in some of the shadow shape there. Thank you for being here. That was today's little advent calendar. If you just joined towards the end of this, because there are more of you here now than there were in the beginning, you can just drag it back to the beginning and watch from the beginning. You can also put a drawing hand emoji in the chat. If you've made it to the end, or if you're watching the replay, put it in the comments, because it's cool. Also, it boosts engagement. So whenever you're watching my videos, just put a comment in the comment section, because then maybe more people will be shown my videos. They'll be like, oh, people are interacting with this video, we'll show it to more people. I think that's how it works. And also, it's just really nice to know, oh, cool, this person watched it to the end. And I'm glad that you're here and that we get to practice together in this way. So thank you, everyone who joined. Oh, Nicole, you just joined. Well, as I just said, you can just scroll it right back to the beginning and watch the replay. So thumbs up, like and subscribe. Be here tomorrow. If you just joined now, you could join 20 minutes earlier tomorrow, and you'll probably be here before me. Pocket full of color. What a wonderful username. Marina, thank you for the drawing hand emojis. So yeah, if anyone wants to join the Canyo Film It chat, which is the Canyo Telegram group chats are a bit of just a chaotic kind of space where people trash talk and share references, share their work. It's kind of cool. It is cool. But if you're interested in joining that, then get in touch and I could perhaps share the link with you. And otherwise, just share. You could also tag on Instagram Canyo Film It, because there are a few people who have been working on these matrix sketches, and I guess it's going to continue throughout the month. So thanks for being here. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. And thank you to Gloria Foster, who played the Oracle. So cool. Thanks, everyone.